Work it.
Today, we're making a traditional Ukrainian Palyanytsya with meat, a hearty and authentic dish that will surely become a family favorite. Palyanytsya isn't just bread. It's a part of Ukraine's culinary heritage, evoking warmth and rich, comforting flavors. We'll begin by preparing the filling. We will need 500 grams of pork shoulder. Cut it into pieces and make minced meat using a meat grinder. You can also use ham or pork neck for the filling if pork shoulder is not available. Slice one onion into thin strips and mix it into the meat. Season with half a teaspoon of salt, 1 gram of ground black pepper, and 1 gram of ground caraway, also called cumin. Mix well to evenly distribute the spices and rub the onion by hand until it softens and releases its juice. That juice will boost the flavor of the meat. Caraway adds a delicate aromatic touch that pairs beautifully with meat, making it juicier and more fragrant. But it's also a specific spice, so be sure to use the ground variety for this dish. Let the filling sit and absorb the flavors while we prepare the dough. We'll need 400 to 450 grams of sifted flour. Set a bit aside for later. To the flour, add 1 teaspoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt. Mix the dry ingredients thoroughly, especially the baking powder. Now pour in 100 milliliters of warm milk and 100 milliliters of warm water, about 36 to 37 degrees Celsius. Mix together and knead the dough by hand. The most delicious dough is the one made with your own hands, in a good mood, and with love. In Ukrainian culture, Palyanytsya is more than just food. It has symbolic meaning. The word comes from palyti, to burn, because a dry or slightly burnt crust often forms during baking. Many people picture it as a round, flat loaf with a horizontal slash on top that crisps up in the oven. Each region has its own way of making Palyanytsya. Some use kefir, others water or milk. Every household may have a cherished recipe passed down through generations. Once you've kneaded a soft, elastic dough that doesn't stick to your hands, let it rest for 15 minutes under a towel to prevent drying out. After resting, dust your work surface with flour and divide the dough into 2 equal parts. Use a knife or dough scraper dusted with flour too. Set one half aside under a cloth. Take the other and flatten it into a round with your hands. Then roll it out thinly, about 3 to 5 millimeters thick, using a rolling pin. The thinner, the better. It will give more flaky layers when rolled. Set this piece aside, dusting with flour to prevent sticking. Roll out the second piece the same way, very thinly but without tearing it. Once baked, the dough will be beautifully layered, making for a stunning and delicious dish. Now melt 200 grams of butter, add 50 grams of oil, and mix. Don't use it hot. Warm it ahead of time so it's cool when brushing on the dough. Using hot butter will change the texture. Divide the butter mixture in half, one portion for each layer. Spread the butter mixture on the first dough round. Then evenly distribute half of the marinated meat filling over the surface. Save the rest of the meat for the second layer. As a side note, we also recommend trying our recipe for potato-based Palyanytsya with juicy fish. It's another crowd pleaser. Now cover the meat layer with the second sheet of dough. Adjust and pinch the edges lightly to seal. Brush the top with the remaining butter mixture. Palyanytsya was often baked for holidays, an essential dish at weddings, christenings, and other celebrations. It was traditionally served with honey, jam, or sour cream, and sometimes even with cracklings or fried onions. Now, spread the remaining meat filling on top. Distribute it evenly again. This ensures a balanced filling-to-dough ratio and makes the result extra juicy. Starting from one edge, roll the entire thing into a log. I remember my grandma baking Palyanytsya with soda and sour milk, right on a hot cast iron stove, no oil, searing both sides. Once you've formed the roll, twist it into a spiral to shape the round Palyanytsya. Tuck in the ends to keep the filling inside. Wrap it in plastic wrap and place it on a tray or board. Chill in the fridge for 20 minutes, covered, to prevent it from drying out. After chilling, it's ready to bake. But first, flatten it carefully with a rolling pin. Gently press it down without tearing the dough so the filling stays inside. This dough is elastic and easy to work with. Place the shaped Palyanytsya on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Bake in a preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius for 40 minutes. "10 minutes before it's done, remove from the oven and brush with an egg wash. 1 yolk mixed with 1 tablespoon of milk, whisked well. The crust is already turning golden, but this glaze will make it even more beautiful and shiny. And the smell? Absolutely amazing. You'll definitely want to try it. Return it to the oven to finish baking. The meat-stuffed Palyanytsya is ready! Just look at that gorgeous shine and golden crust. It's a dish to be proud of, one that brings back the warmest childhood memories. Now don't slice it while hot, let it cool. But even in the cut, the layers of meat and dough look so beautiful. The result is tender, light, and juicy. This Palyanytsya is more than just food. It becomes part of your family story. It's simple to prepare and so satisfying. Just look how it pulls apart. So many lovely layers. Once cooled, it'll have a delightful crunch. Making Palyanytsya with meat isn't just a culinary project. It's a way to reconnect with Ukrainian tradition. Pair it with a fresh cucumber and tomato salad, cabbage slaw, or pickles. It's also perfect with broth, borscht, solyanka, or mushroom soup. Enjoy!